Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma. I believe I've set up everything correctly. I think we're good to go. Just sitting down here with a hot cup of decaf coffee. I was going to say tea. No, it's coffee. And kill the squiddies. Today what's the old saying? My activities paid dividends, something like that. Or I really needed a lot of dye, and I always, when I see them in the rivers, I just go and hack them down. So it paid off. Right, also, I don't think my sound's set up correctly. Yeah, it's not. Need to press that button, there we go. Need to press a button. Thank you for the bananas in the chat, by the way. There's so many of you tuning in that some of those bananas have already drifted off the top of my screen in the chat that I have on the other screen. Today, peeps, we're going to work on expanding the area around my base. I must remember, let's get started on this. I've got to get my camera account going on replay mod in order for me to do that. I like what's happening here in the neighborhood, by the way. The buildings that Stress and Iskal are doing are really cool. Iskal 35, as I shall now call him. Replay mod. Let's get that booting up. Let's get that loading. Some beautiful music right here to chill out to. Chat, let me know if everything's okay with the stream on your end. Just got that. I always have this feeling of like, oh, I've missed a setting or missed something important. We're going to talk about that video title, says Muttley. I feel like talking about that video title could kick off like a deep existential crisis of some sort. Let's put it this way. At some point in time, you realize that the internet is full of filth. And, yeah, very deep, says May Skull. That was my deep thought right there. I used to welcome the filth of humanity. I did not know I was going to sit down and talk about something like this today. I used to watch a lot of the, vile things you could see online. I guess you could say maybe I had a morbid curiosity. I grew out of that. I grew out of it, and I realized that my own negativity, I think, towards humanity from, my younger years where I was unhappy and stuff, like, it made me, for some reason, want to see the worst in humanity all the time. But with time, I've, grown as a person, and I've seen the good stuff about humanity. And these days, I don't go anywhere near stuff like that. Like, I don't want it in my head. I think that humanity has a lot to offer the world, and that we're quite incredible as a species. And there's dark stuff, there's bad stuff, there's good stuff, and amazing stuff too. And when I was younger, I was just obsessed with everything on the dark spectrum of things. I'd always be reading about the horrors of history and things that people have done to each other, and sort of just totally overlook the fact that yes, there's that, but there's also amazing things that people do for each other all the time, and amazing things that we have achieved and accomplished together. See, look at this. You were thinking, oh, a little crude little joke on a video title. Now we're into some deep discussion. What is going on here? Mia Miyachi, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Thank you for supporting the channel with that. I think morbid curiosity is a natural course of life, says Blue Buns. It could be. My time... Hang on a second. Need to check my audio again. Okay, let's press that button again. Okay, so I had a Stream Deck update, and now my Stream Deck isn't doing the thing it should be doing. Oh, I know why, actually. I know. Okay, it makes sense. Do that. Now when I press the button. Right, let's go check my audio again. Yeah, now it's fixed. Excellent, excellent. Okay, I understand. Just technical stuff on the computer that you don't even need to know about, peeps. Where were we just at? I just had another thought to share on it. What did I say? It was a crude joke, and then someone said it's like a part of... Yes, okay. So, like, my time on the plot world, when I got to know some of my audience who are younger than me, taught me that some people ain't like that. Like, I used to think that all us, when we were teenagers, were terrible and just had the wrong ideas in our heads and did a bunch of stupid stuff. And I met some teenagers that were, you know, way brighter and smarter than I ever was, and were really just decent people, you know, without having to learn a lesson to get there or whatever. So maybe not all of us do, but anyway. I put the title down as just a little hee hee ha ha. Some people will find it funny. Not surprised actually that people went a bit wild about it. And then a hermit asked me to change it, and you know, I was totally fine with that. I was like, okay, let's change it. And you know, the idea is that it's in some hand it's a bit like a Simpsons joke, you know, where if you know the context, you see that it's referencing something a little dark, but like it just goes over the head of anyone else. But maybe not with that one. I don't know. That one, you know, it certainly caused a lot of discussion, and that don't really bother me. But you know, I changed it in the end. So more of a Family Guy joke. Yeah, a bit on the cruder spectrum, I guess. Golden TNT MSD 14. Thank you for 87 months. 13 more to 100. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, it's been a good day. I woke up late. I just seemed to sleep. I swore I woke up at one point, checked my Fitbit, and it's like 6 o'clock. And then I feel like I've just laid there for about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's like 7:30. It's like, oh, okay. So I feel like I'm like an hour behind on my day today or something. Titanja, thank you for your Prime, 3 months. That is a name that I have undoubtedly butchered. And by the way, I've got a hot bevy and I keep just waffling. It's time to drink it. New episode was awesome. Made me realise how much I'd like a Hermitcraft podcast, says Norvi and Innie. You get a little bit of that with the Imp and Skiz podcast, right? Interviewing the Hermits over there. You only heard that it was changed, but not what it was. It was just called 3 Hermits, 1 Hole. You know, I thought it would be funny. Didn't think about it for that long. It was just like, well, there's 3 of us. We went down into the cave or the hole, and oh, that'll make a few people giggle, right? And then the internet, you know, the community, the whatever, the commenters got pretty crazy about it. And not in a bad way, just in it got people talking kind of way, right? Not too negative, I don't think. Anyway, I'm sure I've done a title like that before in the past as well, but I don't know. Should have kept it. Well, I was asked to change it, and I was happy to change it. If it made someone uncomfortable, more than happy to change it for them. Let's see. What are we doing? Putting dyes over here. I just want to grab a couple of chests, I think. Time for Jan is here for 5 months, saying I translated my name from Tidge for Jan to Time for Jan because English people couldn't pronounce it. Haha, still works. Ah. Oh, was the pronunciation actually time, just in another language, or did it mean the same thing? Anyway, thank you. I appreciate your 5 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna need like a double chest over there. Where we're going. It was hilarious. I saw it and immediately knew how much of a bomb it would set off in the comments. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Ah, Tidge is Dutch for time. Awesome. Awesome. Did you see any sort of higher traffic than usual before you changed it? Did it attract any sort of clickbait traffic? It definitely felt to me like it pulled in more people. And then obviously people started talking about it on the Reddit, and that probably helped. But that wasn't why I named it that. Like I really did not think more than a minute about it. Like it just made me chuckle, so I gave it that name. But I'm kind of glad, like, of all the episodes to just bring in maybe more people than usual, like, it was a real old school episode. It was just Hermits hanging out, building some stuff, and it kind of reminded me of something I would have made in, like, season 1 or season 2. Obviously, I think, though, as YouTubers, we've all come a long way, so, like, it's an updated version of that for today. In terms of, like, what we were building and the conversation we were having. You know, we've all been doing this for a long time. You learn to articulate yourself and really talk about certain topics and stuff. So, you know, we did some Minecrafty stuff, and we had some really cool discussion about being Minecrafters, being YouTubers in there. And it's not the sort of thing that I would last season have turned into an episode, right? Whereas this season, I'm just feeling the vibe, and it was like, hey, I want to make that into a video, and so we did. That most recent episode was awesome, X. I think a lot of us have been waiting for that style to return for a long time. Dang, thank you for saying that. It was actually on my notes, my, like, pre-season notes. I'd written down some things about, like, what I wanted to do with my content moving forward. And that matched something on there very authentically without me, like, it was a happy accident. I didn't choose to do that, it just happened. Do we get daily videos now? No, like, because, like, you can't just do something like that and be like, oh, these are daily videos now, right? Like, it's just, I don't know. It was just a nice thing. Like, you can't force it, right? Like, we got our ways of making videos, and maybe over the course of the season we'll move more into playing together in that kind of way or not. I don't know, but anyway, I want to get started here. We can continue talking. I just got to get my camera account logged in. Dark Flary, thank you for 5 months. Opinion on Rammstein for research purposes only. I love Rammstein. Amazing band. Unbelievably cool band. Seen them live a bunch of times. Great memories from their live shows, which are wild. 131 Leonardo, thank you for 2 months. How are things going for you, X? They are going pretty well, yeah. Can't complain. I'm sensing like a just a bit of a change in myself with, like, how I manage my time. If you've heard me waffle, because I do waffle, for a long time, you'll know that I used to be like Mr. Super Productivity, and I'm thinking I'm starting to turn into, like, quality of time mindset now. And I've really been loving playing on Hermitcraft at the beginning of the season. It's felt just so different and special. And I find myself just not caring or worrying so much about, like, that, oh, things to do this, do that, cross this off your list, do more of that thing, do more of this, and it's more like quality of time. I just want to, like maybe today I don't get any, like, video stuff done, but it's like, what did I spend my time doing? And, like, for me, the thing is, like, enjoying it. So that's been how I've been feeling a lot lately, and I'm really, like, trying to lean into it and just embrace it, really. Feels good. I think that's a healthy change, says Nan. I think it's healthy too, yeah. I also think, you know, I think there's a part of you that does want to exchange your time and hustle. I think, like life is like an arc, you know? And we talk about people growing and maturing. But sometimes I think, like, just because you grew into something new and became different in a particular way, like, we might call it maturity, it doesn't always mean the thing you did before was the wrong way. But maybe it was just, like, it had its moment, right? And it's something you have to go through, and then you go on to the next thing. Like, I think that we kind of inherently, possibly through, like, evolution, have, when we're young, a sort of mindset of trading our time and our resources for something in return, i.e. money, you know? You know, like, working a job, like, you have energy for it, but with time, you know, it's going to wear down. So for me, YouTube puts this opportunity in front of you to, like, hustle and create content that people will want to watch and stuff, and, like, you get pulled into it. You're all about, you know, succeeding. Oh, look, subscriber numbers, views, whatever it is, the metric. And that's changed now. It's not about that for me at all anymore. And yeah, I don't think that it means that when I did that before, it was wrong. It was just, I had the energy for that. It was exciting. It was fresh. You wanted to be a part of this YouTube thing and grow. It was a fascinating bit in time. But you can't sustain that, I think, forever. And you can't just keep being that. And it doesn't mean it's wrong when you move on from it, right? I'm actually, like, I don't like using the word pride. I never liked that word, but it just seems to sometimes fit what you're trying to say. Like, when I look back at my channel and all the things I've done over the years, like, I could maybe say I'm proud of it, you know? Like, really pleased with the fact that I've stuck around for so long, made lots of cool, I don't know, videos, contraptions, and whatever. Different goals for different stages of your life. Yeah, perhaps so. Blue Buns, 3 months. Guitar, month 2. Still practicing random fun songs, but very slowly. What would be your advice at this stage? I'm a little overwhelmed on deciding what I should be doing more. If it's fun, I would say try and identify a song that you feel like you're capable of playing all the way through. But maybe it pushes you a little bit right now. Like the idea of maybe finding a song that you can really nail down and get really good at. The reason I mention this is this might not be the best way to learn. This is just how some things have helped me with guitar. Is once you nail that song down and you can play it like really well over and over again, you can then maybe like up the tempo a little bit. Like it can sort of become your song for improving the techniques that you use in that song. So like you get it nailed down and then you kind of lean into it, learn to play it a little bit faster. You know, I use VLC Media Player. It has like a speed up the song tool. Plays it slightly faster, keeps the same pitch and stuff. So it could be a little bit of like a drilling song. That was something again, a little bit of a similar kind of vibe to what we just talked about with YouTube. But when I was playing guitar like 5 or 6 years ago now, I was like actually doing like drills and air quotes training. I was doing these like picking rhythms at a particular tempo, and then I'd up it a little bit once I was warmed up, and like really trying to you know, try and improve that way. You sound like you were talking inside a pipe, a bit echoey. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this sound setup stuff. It's just ever since I got rid of that first microphone, everyone's got an opinion about it. Oh, in a hole. Any planned Hermits helping Hermits soon? You know, ironically, yes, but the thing is, like, we don't do HHH anymore. It's kind of a thing of the past. Doesn't mean Hermits can't turn up and help each other. It's just, I don't think it needs to be structured anymore. The reason I say ironically yes is because me and Ren have something planned this weekend, and you might have once called it Hermits helping Hermits. We're just setting up, we're doing something together at Loglands, and we're going to invite other Hermits to help us and, you know, see what happens. It might have once been a HHH, but it's not. We're being raided by Grim Burb. Grim Burb, thank you for the raid. Welcome all the raiders. What are you doing, says Pushy? We're clearing this area for like expansion of our base, essentially. So I'm just out here playing tree chopper, and we're watching all the trees get chopped down. Really good idea to bring shears with you when you do something like this, by the way. But you know me. Use a 5-year-old tissue box, that'll fix the audio. See, I got a headset, so I don't think so. That EFO picture, by the way, that picture is just going to be, like, examined to no extent. Us Hermits were in a call, actually, when his episode went down. Jem was talking about it, like, in chat, so we all went and had a look, and then we started sharing pictures of our own setups, and quite funny, really, but everyone was, like, super curious. I left a comment on his video saying that, and I saw one reply that says, like, you know, don't overstep boundaries or anything, which I thought was the right thing to say, really. And should be said again, you know, it's a little fun looking at the image and, you know, picking up on some of the little details or whatever that you give you a little insight into Etho's mind, but there are boundaries that can be crossed because, man, like, the internet, I don't know how many internet-related stories you know, but you come across them from time to time, and you hear about people, like, reverse engineering a picture and, like, doing crazy stuff like figuring out the wallpaper and, like, there's a reflection in the window and they can geolocate it from, you know, just the smallest of details, because there's actually a ton of details in a picture like that, right? Like, I think that setup tells you that Etho is a very frugal, and when I say that, I mean it in a good way. And also, you might know that I consider myself to be rather frugal. Not so much like recently. I redid my office and did it like up real nice, you know. Put a carpet in, got these triple monitors, like I splashed out a little bit, let's say. And that is not me. Like up until, when did I get that done? Like 2021? I don't know. I was using like old desks that have been handed down and computer equipment, like monitors that were 12 years old or something. Like, I was a real frugal, make it last kind of person. I get the feeling that Etho's like that, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's really great when you take the things that you have and you look after them and make them last a long time. I hope I get to do that with my current computer though, because I think I got it a couple of years too soon. Bit of a silly decision to get it. But it's here now, and it's awesome. I'm actually more worried about X and Etho, the other hermits, with the internet being there worse, because the more secretive, the more hyped up this stuff gets. Yeah, it does a little, but I wouldn't worry about it. Honestly, like, it's more likely that something negative will happen to someone who shares more information online than someone who doesn't. Because, like, what you share online, if someone chooses to target you, there's just so much information. You know, like when you're like a celebrity, air quotes, I'm talking actual people that we would call celebrities, movie stars, musicians, and then maybe you're like your internet famous people or whatever. Like, when you start to share stuff like where you're from, picture of yourself, your date of birth's online, this is stuff that sometimes can get you like access to an account. You know, like in security, a lot of the time the weakness is just a person. And if you ring up a support desk and say, I'm so-and-so and I need access to my account, and you've got just enough information, you might be able to fool them, right? You might be able to fool them. So the more you share, the bigger potential there is for that information to be used against you in some capacity. Average Andy Whitey, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription, my dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Xisuma, why you need read no chat, says Nikolai. Why I read no... Where did I read that? Dang, I wonder where I read that from. Really strange. Unless you poke about it, people usually won't nag you about it. Sure, people will get curious, but nothing more than that. For the average person, yes. In large crowds, there's always that one person, isn't there? I do digital work and actually found out giving out more info to be safer. That's weird. I was dealing with some serious stalkers and found having people have better access to me, including my phone number online, and I stopped getting harassed. Huh. I mean, I like that. It sounds like I need like more understanding of your situation, but that doesn't really track. At least from a security perspective, it's like the information is the weapon. The vulnerabilities are usually human oriented. Bro, it was a joke, it's fine. I don't know if they were joking or not, it sounded pretty serious. 4 from Pirate Software told his bank to authorize transactions if he's in the bank personally. He's afraid people use his voice from videos and streams to train an AI and authorize transactions via phone. There you go. Hey, that's a really good example of good security right there. Make it in person, yeah. Would you attend any conventions, panels as a guest if it wouldn't mess with your anonymity? Well, I guess I've already done that in a way then, haven't I? But no, like when I was on the Hermitcraft panel, like it was really cool to be a part of it, and honestly I'm like super humbled that the other hermits wanted me to be on it, even though I was in like a remote capacity, but I did feel quite disconnected from it. I don't think I would do that again. I just think it's for if you're actually there. Like, there's a really cool thing that, you know, Tango and other people helped put together to bring me there. And yeah, I just think if something like that were to come up again, I'd probably go, do you know what? Like, you lot that are there should do it. It's for the people that are there. Pathfinder says, I love seeing that moment. Yeah, it's pretty funny just pulling out my head and plopping it down on the table, and I'm like, hi, I'm here! In some sort of way. My work is not suitable for work, and I'm a woman in a rural area, so maybe that's why I found it safer. My job also requires some people to access my phone, but just having it on social media, I found it safer. It definitely goes against some safety practices with my line of work, but I couldn't really go faceless. Yeah, so yeah, maybe things are different in that world. And yeah, I can see why you couldn't go faceless. I still think though, like the less information you share, the better. But unless it's a case of like it encourages people to dig around and snoop. The thing is, like, they're only gonna find the same information, right? That's something I probably need to think about a little bit. Because I haven't thought of it from that particular perspective, right? Because each situation's kind of unique, I just think generally. So, like, this security stuff, by the way, I think it's important always to say, like, you know, I'm not an expert or whatever. But I think you can also say, look, I have quite a passing interest in this stuff, and like I've spent like a fair amount of time listening to podcasts with people in the world of security. I follow a lot of like tech security news, and it just really fascinates me. I was also quite early to some of the stuff that like is now common practice. Let's see, it was probably before I started doing YouTube videos that I don't know, those were like the early days of there being like, I don't know, Facebook leaks and hacks, and I just sort of like wised up to your personal information and stuff, and I started learning about encryption and password management and stuff like this. So I had like random passwords, you know, ones that I couldn't tell you, a long time before it became common practice. And like password managers are even a thing, and like my computers are all encrypted, so like if ever you get like, especially a laptop, right, I always think a laptop should be encrypted. Like if someone steals it, you get robbed, right? They boot up the computer, it's, you know, the hardware's useful but the data's useless, there's nothing on it, like it's all encrypted. I just got interested in this stuff, so I feel like at least my opinions on this sort of stuff are informed and whatnot. But yeah, I think people just don't realize that it's a world where it's not about you, it's about what other people will do. So it's important to understand like how data hygiene works online, because sometimes you're just unaware of like what your data does in the hands of the wrong people. Give it the good old BIOS password and make it even less useless. Lol. I don't bother with a BIOS password just because, in my opinion, it's pointless to have a BIOS password. Like, if you wanted to get into the BIOS and you have the computer, well, you just got to, you know, go and reset the, what's it called? The CMOS memory thing or whatever it is. Hoodness says, X, because you got a VPN for my household and definitely feel much safer with technology now on the web. Yeah, VPN is like one tool in the toolbox. It's not the only thing though, right? I went traveling recently and they had like an open Wi-Fi connection, and immediately on like my laptop and everything, it was just like, pull up the VPN, you know, because like none of that traffic is encrypted. Anyone could just be snooping whatever. You know, you go log into a website, they can just scoop up that information, get your cookies, get into your account. You know, the likelihood of, you know, you going to some random Wi-Fi network and connecting and getting air quotes hacked is, you know, slim, but like it's not impossible. And if you encounter these things on a regular basis, it's just like a good idea to have that kind of security. Right. That's most of the trees now out of the equation, is it? I also want to get rid of all these flowers. I might change the terrain height here a lot as well. There might be some of that going on. I don't think I'm picking up a lot because, yeah, we don't have the slots for it. Let's check out what Pearl's saying. Just get this all into here. Hey X, which stamps were in your Hermit bundle? Just noting down which new stamps people need. I do not know off the top of my head. I think Pearl would have recorded a clip, and then you could just go and check the clip. That's what I would do anyway. Oh yeah, they're in there. Ah, this podzole's gonna have to go as well. Break all of this. Yeah, these flower forests are really nice, but they just don't suit what we're doing here, so I'm going to get rid of all the flowers as well. Would placing down a bucket of water be a quicker way to break them? Depends. If you're in a big flat area, kinda. If you're on like edges like this, probably not, because water flows to the lowest point. So if you're in a flat area, it spreads out, which is good. That's mainly what it's about. Just, yeah, if it's going to spread right or not. It does look like there's some spots here where we could take advantage of it. This is actually quite a big area. I'm glad we measured it, because I think the trees kind of made it look small, you know? Turns out this area is kind of massive. Pick these suckers up too. They need to add a lawnmower to Minecraft. Nah. I was thinking though, there was a farm or something. I was thinking about like different ways to engineer it. And one of the things in this game that I feel like you always want to do, but it's really annoying, is to have like a piston extend like lots and lots of blocks. and then retract all the way in again. That could be quite useful, but then you tend to have a lot of complicated redstone to power it, and when you need redstone to power other redstone, it means it takes up space. I can't remember what it was though. I was thinking about it earlier today because I got a few farms I've been working on, right? I've been working on some stuff related to bamboo, and a witch farm is the other one. So I've been like tinkering and experimenting a little bit, and you always just encounter those like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if the pistons could do this for you, you know? Which farm, question mark? Oi, that's my joke. That's my joke. Might go work on that actually. Just kind of depends on where we get with all of this. AX, I have a question for you. Would you rather a wood version of the stonecutter or more flowers and dyes? I would go with yeah, a woodcutter for wood would be pretty cool. There's a lot of rose bushes right here. This is a little more like this is probably where the path between our areas is going to go. So I've spoken to Jevin, and we've sorted it out. He's cool with me taking over this space, which is why I'm now like just completely opening it up at the moment, so we can get it in and make it our own. Sir Pringo is here for 7 months. Sir Pringo, thank you for the 7. Hey X, loving Hermitcraft. Wanted to ask, how do you keep it from constantly raining on the server? Do you have weather disabled? We don't. What we do is we have a fix for the bug that Minecraft, Mojang, whatever you want to call them, have marked as fixed many times, but it always returns to the game no matter what. You sleep in a bed and then 5 minutes later it rains. It's supposed to be fixed. Anyway, we have a custom fix for that. So now the time is randomized, and when the time is randomized, it means it's very unlikely that it'll actually rain before the next person, or like the next day, right, when someone sleeps in a bed. So if you see it rain on Hermitcraft, it probably means that the night has passed, like at least once or twice, before it rains again. So that's why it seems like it never rains. But no, weather is not disabled, which is actually your question. If you're comfortable sharing, excited for any concerts this year? I got a like one that I'm going to later in the year, and something popped up in my email earlier today. But like that's another thing that's changed for me. I just don't go to gigs anymore. I really need to book one in and just go and see if I still want to do this or not. But I don't know why. Like, well, I do know why. It's just a pandemic change that just seemed to stay. Was just not going to gigs as much. But I'd say, you know, don't be afraid of change. Right, like if that's just how it is now, I've been to a heck of a lot of gigs in my time. Maybe I just want to do different stuff now. That's fine. But then again, like the last 2 gigs that I went to were like the same mind-blowing experience that I seem to get every time I watch live music. So maybe I'm being a bit silly. Notaris, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I've had a good day. See, the sun is setting now, which means you could, somewhere around this time, it could start raining. But it's quite unlikely because it's random. And like the random number is a big number. I've never been to a concert. We'll go someday. Probably have to fly to a different country for that. It's worth it. It's worth finding out if it's for you or not, right? Live music is really special for me. AKA Kira is gifting a sub to MyGats21 official. Thank you for gifting the sub. Very kind of you to do that. Paisley Light is here with the Prime as well. Thank you for using the Prime on me. Appreciate it. Evil X has returned. No more colour for the environment. feels very, very random. Somewhere around here we've got a chest. There it is. Any chance of a Hermitcraft musical episode with so many talents on the server? Probably not. I don't know. Nothing's impossible, but that's just a lot of like production outside what we're used to doing. Like I wouldn't get your hopes up for that. Yeah, every now and then something happens a little spontaneously that might be musical or whatever, but I don't think we'll make a musical. Somehow. Best or memorable gig, says Crew Pack. It's gotta be Slipknot 2009. I think that was the most like euphoric moment I've ever experienced. Being in the mosh pit down the front, just didn't even feel like I was myself. I was just in the music, and God, it went by so quick. But like, that's how I think everything feels when you look back on it when it happened like 15 years ago or whatever. It feels like it went by so quick, but it was absolutely crazy. It was crazy. It was like raining, and I didn't even know. It was so hot down the front, like steam was just coming off the crowd. And I was down there, probably drenched in sweat, moshing all for all the songs, and like having the time of my life. And then like when it was over, it was like, oh, my brain was like locked in some sort of like, what the hell was that? Just completely freaked out. And then as we were walking away, it was like, oh, it's raining. There's all these wet people with coats everywhere. Like what? It wasn't raining down the front. Right, there we go. That's that area cleared. I'm going to log my camera account out. Okay, and let's put in... What am I calling this? Just call it... Clearing area 1. So creative. I mean, there's really no need for creativity when... talking about such a thing. So, okay, let's have a look, right? So we cleared this. There'll be some transformation of the area, that's for sure. Somewhere in there I'm going to pick out my storage space. I've got a feeling this river might get adjusted a little bit, so we've got some space. I want to extend the promenade, and I want to put in a path here. So this can go up through here. Probably best to like follow the curve there. And then swoop it in through this space. Then maybe a bridge here for Jevin to connect to that bit of the path. I think I'll leave it up to him at that point, but like he could extend a path down to Loglads. That would be awesome. We'd love to have like an entrance there as well. But we'll leave it with Jevin at that point. Now out on the opposite side, Corrales is going to come install some custom trees soon. I put these birch ones here, by the way. I think I might chop them down at some point, but we also want to have a river from False, so I think we just need to chop these trees down and yeah, kind of do that. I went to my first actual concert last year with my sister, and I've been to a couple more since, always with her, and I absolutely love it. I might go to another couple in a couple months, but I'm afraid she might not come with me. Don't be afraid to go to one by yourself. Like, it's you know, it might be uncomfortable or whatever, but you know, you do that and then you know what that's like, and maybe it's not so bad, and you do it again. Yeah, let's go wreck these squiddies. Oh, I've got another head. Got quite a few of those. I miss going to concerts. I love it so much, but because of my anxiety, I can't be in crowded places anymore. I mean, you can't be in crowded places anymore, but like, you have to work to overcome that as well, right? So maybe going into a crowd isn't the best way to do that, but you know, you got to have a path to get over those things and get back to being able to do that. Let's see. Right, squid head, go in here. Squid ink, go over there. X, honestly, with where the world's going right now, it's a miracle the world is as safe as it is. Yeah, this whole saying of like where the world is going right now and how bad things are, it's just, that's always how people seem to talk about right here, right now. You know? Oh, I'm going to switch to standing. Maybe it's because I'm older, I see it a bit more, but like it's never gone away. It's always been doom and gloom. And tomorrow's terrible, and look at the state of things. But that I think is just having a focus on negativity. Not to say that means everything's good, just to say that like there's a mixture of things going on. And when you look at the world over history, there's, I don't know, most people I think would want to live today rather than 100 years ago. Let's now, yeah, go do the other side, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna clear the trees on the opposite side next. Back to the anxiety stuff. If you're on disability benefits in the UK, you can access the disabled sections of most venues, and there'll be fewer people near you. That might be helpful, yeah. Okay, so here's where we got this river. I think it's pretty much going to go, kind of makes sense for it to go in a straightish line, right? So we'll rip out this and this one here. But some of these birch trees will stay. So here's where you got to do a little bit of your own sort of pruning, I think. Otherwise the leaves don't decay. Hot Melty Cheese, thank you ever so much for 14 months. Thank you for subscribing. Also, I'm not sure if I read this out, but Pays Litai, thank you for subscribing with the Prime. Thank you, thank you. Ah, look, another one that needs pruning. I'll tell you what does need pruning, the Hermitcraft world. Still haven't done that. Don't know when I will. Yo, Xisuma, what's the texture pack? Vanilla Tweaks. I use Vanilla Tweaks. I planted all these trees not too long ago as well. I guess it's provided me with some wood for now. Any tips on pruning in the overworld? If you're not sure, don't prune it. You brought them into the world, you can take them out. Is that how that works? Is that what we agree upon in society? Bring them in, take them out? I'm not sure that's how it goes. I'm not sure that's how it goes, mate. Do you have any thoughts on Valorant enjoying that lately? Don't know what that is. X, do you do any other jobs or do you just stream? My friend wanted to start, but ... I do YouTube and I do streaming. Those are my jobs, I guess. Okay. I think that's kind of it. That's kind of given. Maybe not. It's gonna be a big old river for sure. Maybe I should take a bit of this back then. Yeah, I think we need to take a couple more trees from here. Don't forget babysitting Twitch chat. Is that what I do? I don't babysit my Twitch chat. I barely pay attention to them. No, I'm joking. I do have a propensity to wassle. Wassle? Wassle! I just made a new word. X, you're having a wassle. What's all that about? Say that. A woosle? No, a wassle. A wassle, mate. Not a woosle, jeez. Get it together. I know I've just made up this word, but get it right, come on. You were paying attention, weren't you? Ah, look, another one. Another one hiding in and amongst the leaves. Does false charge diamonds for the rivers? Just wondering. Might be an opportunity for me to get her over to the trophy shop, you know? She accepts tips. I see. Well, that incentivizes me to provide a large tip, I guess, doesn't it? Right, kind of good here. I'm just scooping up the items. X, do you think there will be a day where possibly all English words up to, say, 5 letters are completely used? I don't even know what that question is. That sounds like you might be high. Don't even know what that means. Okay. Is the bottom left the music? It is. Yep. Well observed. Well observed. Those emotes in chat are perfect. I had a stroke trying to understand that. Do you ever get bored of playing Minecraft? I mean, like, those 1 to 2 months pass and then it all gets so boring. No. Like, for me, the most exciting part of Minecraft is the end game. Like, once you've been in a world for, like, at least half a year, that used to be, usually, the most exciting part for me is when you have all your farms built and you can start to do some really different stuff. Because the game's like a huge engine for creativity. However, what I will say is that I think this season and just having done the end game for so long, like this early game feeling is really quite exciting now. Like, yeah, there's obviously a different vibe on, and I had an idea earlier today, by the way. I had an idea for the promenade. The promenade! I started watching Deep Space Nine today. I watched the first episode. And when Odo says promenade, I was like, oh, the promenade. Right, let's go chuck these things up here. Yeah, I was thinking some of this stuff could get put to use. Chuck all that in there. Oh, DS9 gets so good. Oh, I know. There's one bit that I'm not looking forward to, which is that episode earlier on where they do the hopping on the steps and singing the song or whatever it is. That is just a terrible episode. I will probably skip that one. Now I want to watch the first episode of DS9 again, says it's Danny. It lays out the situation for the arc of the show, right, really well, to the point where it sort of felt like just watching the first episode was like a reminder of everything in a way. Because it puts all the pieces in place, and if you've seen the show, you know how it concludes. So it was a real nice, like, kind of reminder of everything. I like that. I had a weird feeling that might look okay. Can I pronounce why Corrales? Can I ask why Corrales pronounces your name Shishwami? That's the way it's said, right? You know, you look at how it's spelt. Clearly, Shishwami. Or am I missing something here? DS9 equals Deep Space Nine. Yeah, that's right. Babylon 5 is too similar. I love Babylon 5 as well. That was a good one. Basically, I like space operas, apparently. That's going in the right direction. It's still missing stuff, but maybe the other stuff is like something we just haven't figured out yet. I haven't watched Farscape. Right now, I'm just going to watch Deep Space Nine. I don't know if I'll get round to watching another space opera at some point or something. Probably. This might help us a little bit with the next thing here. Farscape is worth it, says May School. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. Like, if I get to the point where I want to watch one again, I might give that one a try. Right now, though, it's Deep Space Nine. Floppy Jumpy TV, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you supporting the channel. I was just thinking, like, here as well, there might be more to this. Whoops. I'm more a fan of Voyager X, says Hijack. I like Voyager too. I feel like Voyager though potentially could have been a lot better, and it kind of ends up, I don't know, not quite leaning into its best attributes and playing it safe a bit. Perhaps is the way to describe it. Anyway, there you go. Like that actually kind of works. I think we need a bit more shape here and there, but we're not trying to do everything day one, basically. I'm gonna go ahead and just like set this up for the next bit whenever we get around to doing it. All right, maybe even put in a couple more. So one of the things I obviously need a lot of here is packed mud. Or, yeah, packed mud, that's the one. But we need a lot for that path too. The thing is, like, making packed mud is much better as an off-camera thing, because I've got, like, a clicking script that I can leave running. It's a bit dodgy, though, unfortunately. So I think what we might do is head over to the sales shop and start working on that. Did you have time to watch the newer ones, Picard or Strange New Worlds? I don't think I'm going to watch any new Star Trek again. This term, franchise fatigue, makes so much sense to me. I just don't feel like... In this day and age, it just feels like, you know, there's an abundance to create something. And they just keep creating new Star Trek IP after new Star Trek IP, and it's just not captivating my interest. And so I don't think I really want to bother with it that much anymore. I'd rather be on the lookout for like some new ideas, not some stuff that like rehashes old franchises. That's kind of what I think about it. So yeah, I watched Picard though, and I really don't remember the first two seasons with too much positivity. On reflection, I appreciate that they weren't trying to like fall straight back into the Next Generation format or anything like that. But it didn't really feel that memorable to me. But then the first season I checked out, I was like, oh, they're bringing back all the TNG cast one by one, and it's getting more like they're trying to bring it back. And then my mate said like I should rewatch it again, and I saw a couple of episodes with them, and then I thought, oh, you know, I might as well finish it. And the next episode I watched was the one with Dr. Crusher having a conversation with Picard about like if he should have known about his son or not. And I was like, that conversation is actually a classic TNG style combo. Like, it really gives you food for thought, and it's like well written and well acted. And it went over my head the first time I watched it. And then it made me pay attention to those moments a little more. And you know what's really entertaining? It's like, you know, big, smiley, cheery, getting all the cast together again, and it's a lot of fun in the end. But you know, I could enjoy it. It was decent, but I do again, just kind of feel like that franchise fatigue thing. You know, they might make a Picard movie as well. That's something that Patrick Stewart wants to do. Another JT, thank you for 81 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, if I'm to make more of this, I need wheat. I've just reminded myself, like, I don't have a wheat farm. I might just have to snag some from another hermit. There's lots of wheat fields about. I've just been coming down here and grabbing this most of the time. Do you like football, X? I do. I like sports a lot. I've been watching some old Mike Tyson fights. Because who is he fighting? Jake Paul, isn't it? That is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, Mike Tyson could really hurt that guy, potentially. Like, there's this young... It's like an old boxer versus a young boxer, right? Like, age makes a difference, but... I would not be surprised if Jake Paul gets it handed to him in this fight. Like, this could really be... Like, he might get his jaw cracked or something. It's wild that they're fighting each other. One can only hope, says Badger. I understand the instinct to think like that, but I don't think we should ever really wish harm on another person. Like, if you think they do despicable things, it's not to, like, wish harm upon them. It's to wish that they could become a better person. Right? So, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, done plenty of things that have raised eyebrows and cause concern, and some things that are possibly unforgivable. I think people should be able to make amends for the things they've done. I'm not sure if they have or they have not. I'm just saying, like, I wish embarrassment upon him. Sure. You know what I mean, though? Like, the real thing you want to see in the world is for that person not to be so shady or whatever, and to be a better person. That's what you really want to root for, but I know what you're saying. Anyway, like, that's why I think a lot of people are going to tune in and watch that match. You know, to see if he gets knocked out. I don't think anyone's tuning... I don't think anyone's thinking Iron Mike will get knocked out or anything like that. It's just a case of, are they going to, like, both get through the fight, and it's like, you know, he's old and he's younger, and it kind of levels it out a lot, or is Tyson just going to destroy him? Because Tyson fought, something Jones or whatever, like this other boxer who came out of retirement, and I never saw the battle. But I was told that, like, it was a bit of a joke fight. Like, there's a term for it, not a joke fight, but, like, you know, he went light on him kind of thing. Tyson knows how to take a punch, though. Oh, I'm sure he does, but, like, the thing about Mike Tyson is, like, he's got the exhibition. There you go, yeah, an exhibition match, they call it. I mean, he's got, like, a deadly punch, you know? He might put Jake Paul in hospital. It's crazy. And apparently he doesn't like Jake Paul either. So like, he might not be holding back either. It's going to be wild to see what happens. And that's probably the architecture of the arrangement is that in itself would just bring in so many people to watch. Why so much water bottles? Just because the farm just acts really strange. I was using it the other day, right? And I was placing dirt blocks and they were turning into path blocks without me clicking. And I just couldn't get my head around that. I was like, what's that about? Jeez, that's weird. That's straight up weird. Why is it doing that? It's a lose-lose for Jake. I think it's a paycheck. I think it's a didn't he lose to someone? And now it's like, okay, he's lost his streak or whatever. So now he's like not going to be pulling in lots of views again. Like once the hype's down about him fighting, like to make a move like this where people are like, you know, he might end up in the hospital. That's going to make him a lot of money. Where am I going? Good question. I am going to sneeze. Oh, that's where I'm going. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. Whew. We're heading over to the sales shop next. These are really cool, by the way. Efo made these. I saw it in his video. After I saw it on the server first. I saw it on the server and I was like, oh, they're cool. And then in his videos, he's like, oh, I don't know what this is, but it looks alright. And I'm thinking if you like put a bit more stuff around it, like a biome, it could probably look like some little alien obelisks or totems of some sort, and like have a little crazy biome around it. It's kind of a cool idea. Although in terms of like air quotes lore, I don't think it says much about glass. Oh god, why is it so difficult to get over here? Right, we are at the spot. We are at the spot. Whew. Luna the Angel says, first time here. Welcome, Luna, welcome. Oh wait, parking spots are out the front, aren't they? Welcome, welcome. Mama Bear 67, thank you for your 15 months of support. Mucho appreciate. Hope you enjoy the stream we're doing. Speaking as someone who takes martial arts, I'm a first Dan black belt in Tang Soo Do. I don't think anyone should wish harm upon someone, whether they deserve it or not. No one deserves to be injured severely, whether it's a fight in the street or self-defense or in a controlled area just to entertain the audience. Violence is a last resort. Martial arts should never be used in offense. I like your sentiment there very much. And, yeah, wholeheartedly agree. I mean, let's acknowledge, you know, we're human. We have these, like, base instincts, like we want to see violence and stuff, like as a resolve to anger, but it is not the way. When you knuckle down and think about it, it is not the way. Right, so what we're going to do is rip this here out. Ooh, I might turn this into a little, like, storage area just out the back. What are we doing now, says Cosmic Straws. Hey, where'd my ender chest go? Did I just put it down on the inside? Oh, I think I've left it out in a field, right? I've left it all the way out in the field. Huh. Let's hope we can get by without needing that, I guess. Yeah, I left it picking flowers. Someone... 123 says, Title says base expansion works on his shop. That's because I've done the base expansion. I didn't know how long it would take me, you know? I was going to do more, actually. I was going to put in the path, but then I realized that making packed mud on stream is really boring. Unless I buy it, I guess. I could buy some. So maybe we'll go back to that. How do I only have 4 blocks of deep slate? Like, I get so much of that stuff. I just haven't put it in here yet. Let's go like that. Next, we'll grab this. then we want to get our concrete. And then maybe just put a little bit of that stuff there. I think we're gonna... I think we can go 1 block higher, actually. This one's a bit darker, isn't it? I don't think I actually used it on the other side. Put it like that. Then we go grab some cyan. You guys all go to fitness, haha, protein, chicken, rice. Yeah, but fried chicken and rice is very good. Well, this is just like... what are you talking about? This feels so unrelated to anything we've been saying. Oh, concrete powder. Someone asked for ideas for dinner. Oh, right. In a Twitch chat. Got it. I mean, I should know by now that you get very random questions in a Twitch chat. Although, in terms of randomness, I think actually maybe what to eat is not too bad. Yo, what should I make? Dirt stew. Ha! You gotta make it now because you asked. Dirt stew sounds delectable, doesn't it? You ever play Civilization 5, Xisuma? I played one of the Civilizations. I don't remember if it was number 5. I don't have a bed. I don't have a bed. Why not Civ 6? Yeah, why not Civ 4? Jeez. Talk about leaving some of the classic Civ games out of the conversation. Why 5? That's rude. There's other ones. You know? What about Civ 8 and Civ 9? Jeez. Jeez, the cheek on some people, right? Civ 1 is the best one. Well, of course it's the best one, and Civ 2 is the best too. God, stating the obvious. Jeez. Right. What is with you today, chat? I need my reference. I don't have a reference image for any of this. I'm going to fire up another Minecraft so I can have it on the other screen and do it that way. Actually, I think what I want to do next... Oh, I just cut myself off my access to my other stuff, right? Totally turn this into a little access point. Maybe even decorate it. I don't know. I guess we could. We could just do that and then put some trapdoors on the sides, something like that. Fill that up with dirt. Yeah, put some trapdoors. It's like a little extension. Doesn't have to look too fantastical, does it? I guess maybe do this here. Right. Right! Gonna put that back in there, put these away. Always keeping it tidy, I am. Okay, this is ready to launch. Let's fire it up. I'm old enough to remember Wolfenstein, says Molly the Spy. I remember Wolfenstein too. Gaffer is bad, yeah, says Queen Rock. Gaffer is the boss, right? Someone calls you the gaffer, you're the boss. You're the top dog, you're the man. I'm old enough to remember that I've forgotten something, but can't remember what. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, on my other screen, I've now got a shot of what we're going to build next. Okay, I think there might be the sound of pillagers and stuff there. Let's get rid of those. And make it day. Okay. S1M says I'm old enough to remember. True facts. True facts. Oh, how did I name this? I had to name some others earlier. Yeah, I did it the right way. Just wanted to double check. So I was going to build something a little different next, but actually no. I'm going to stick to what I should be doing. Getting some bone blocks, getting this stuff. White concrete is a part of this. Diorite, which we'll get from our ender chest. Guess I can use this one for now. I stocked it up earlier. This also means I need those as well. I need iron bars and end rods. God, I need a lot of stuff, basically. It's Minecraft, you know. Something missing. I don't know what. I don't know what. I'm going to build a storage system soon. So when we do that, I get to review all of these again and make sure they're up to scratch. Another thing I need from here is glow like. That's what... Ah! I know what's happened here. Someone, the other day when we were building together, I laid down one rule. One rule. I said, you leave one item in. They didn't leave one item in. I need to go get some glow lichen. That means I need to go spend some diamonds. We're not too far away. So I need glow lichen, then I need iron bars. We can make that here. Find a crafting bench or something. If anyone comes by to the trophy shop now, it's not in a good state, is it? I also need a lot of that. And then that means that I need some levers to... Oh my god, see what I mean? You try and do anything in this game and just inflation happens. This inventory has inflated massively. I think that's enough. And then... those as well. Probably best to craft them back into blocks. Right, let's go buy something. Let's go buy something. Any thoughts on backpack would fit into the chestplate slot, so players choose between storage, flight, or protection. The backpack already exists in this game. It's a shulker box. It's your ender chest. Like, the functionalities are so similar. Like, people suggest it all the time, and it's sort of like, it's kind of already here. What's a good book you'd recommend to a teen? Chat says this name is taken. That's a great question. See, I would be tempted to say books like Backfulness and Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow and some of Steven Pinker's books, but like I read those as an adult, and as a teenager you'd probably be like, boring. Toguro Joe, thank you for 65 months. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Ooh. Oh, I might just buy some. I might just buy some, you know. And isn't Thor's glow lichen shop over here? It's empty! It's actually empty! I can't believe that. Oh, I should have got a name tag. I'm going all the way home, I guess. Well, I'll pick up my tool chest on the way. Oh dear. I remember when I might have not been a teenager. I might have been like 11 or 12 or 10, but I remember reading these books, Only You Can Save Mankind. The Demon Headmaster. You like that? Cub emptied it out, apparently. Oh, okay. I started reading Steven Pinker in high school, says Sally Soup. How did you find it? as a teenager. Norvinny says, my base is looking cool from over here. It really is, isn't it? Looking awesome. It was a little hard to get through, but I went on to study linguistics. Cool, cool. Yeah, it's not exactly an entertainment book, is it? It's more of a just list of facts and stuff. A way of seeing the world. Do I have a glow lichen already made up? No, so I'm probably going to need some bone meal. Let's do that. And one for you. The honey sound is almost as good as the mud sound. Ziggurat fits well on the mountain, like seeing a castle from Lord of the Rings. Cool. Do you ever have some plans to build up on the mountain behind it? I can't help but feel that would like make it even more dramatic the view. If you describe something as indescribable, haven't you already described it? No. Like, okay, they added this new block to Minecraft. It's indescribable, right? What color is it? You know? You've said nothing about it if you said it's indescribable. My dispensers are fried? They don't look fried. They look perfectly fine. Anyway, I got what I need for now. I got what I needed. You can enchant a shear of efficiency 5 and instant mine walls and other stuff. You don't want to use enchantments on that because then it becomes an inefficient use of the shears. Because the glow lichen grows across multiple sides of the block. What came first, the fruit or the orange colour? Right, so where did orange come from as a colour, right? It's perception of orange. A shared idea that this shade of what we call colour is supposedly orange. Right? So, what is the first conscious experience of the colour orange? Some of you saying it came from the tree first. I don't know. I don't know. Like, the origin of sight would have the origin of experiencing the color orange. The origin? The origin of orange. Jeez, it's getting complicated now. Sunsets are orange? Whee! Oh my god. So who was that? Sounded like Corrales. The orange fruit was sold in the city of Orange, France. Oh. The word orange has its origin in Sanskrit term for the orange tree. We're just getting mixed results here. Mixed results. Lego Assassin loves how the ender chest is set up. It's easy to find things. That's why I did it. Make it easy. It's worth the effort. You can't imagine a new color, but you can still somewhat imagine neon brown. I guess. Orange is Egnaro backwards. No, sorry. Egnaro is orange backwards. That's the way that works. Jeez, don't question me. Let's right, we got our stuff, haven't we? We got our stuff, man. Let's get over here. Start placing some blocks, I guess. I've got this build on the other screen. It feels like it's been such a long time since I did things that way around. How far up do bold people go when they wash their faces? Come on, it's another high question, that. Jeez. If you guys are still on orange, I'm about to blow your mind. The colours are infinite in a rainbow. Are they now? What came first, the egg or the chicken? This one again. Gotta be the chicken. What came first, blue or blueberries? Oh, chat. Jeez, what has this devolved into? The egg. Dinosaurs had eggs, but no chickens. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That way around. Okay, I got ya. But what came first, the chicken or the chicken egg? Okay, now I got ya. Got you there, haven't I? Chicken if you believe in creation, egg if you believe in evolution. From an evolutionary perspective, I would have thought that it was the chicken that came first. Or like some form of the chicken. That's the thing, if you believe in evolution, it's like, where does the chicken start and end? Depends on what you define as chicken. Yeah, that's the way of saying it, isn't it? Okay, where's my lichen at? And then we're going to put an end rod on top of that. Hey, we got some noise in the air, but I can't see it because I've got the other thing on the other screen. Give me a second, please. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to attach that there as well. Cool. Let's minimize. Check it out. Neb524, thank you for the cheers and biddies, my dude. Just ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. Love it, my dude. That's awesome. Thank you for the cheers and biddies. There you go. What one came first? We'll soon find out. Joel Duggan, thank you for another raid, my dude. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, all the raiders. Today, my friends, we are doing some very old school Minecraft here. Just like building from an image, or basically another world that I've got on my other screen. Like, this was the way you did stuff a long time ago. You go build your thing, because you needed to use creative and check out all the block combos, and then you'd bring it across the other world. It's actually quite nice. Quite nice. I'm getting nostalgic and teary-eyed now. No, I'm good. Most paradoxes are a matter of reformulating. Okay. What does the world need? More intelligence or more wisdom? I'd say wisdom, because intelligence is now, you know, becoming a compute commodity. Right? Maybe what we really need is artificial wisdom. Oh, now we're onto something. Now we're onto something. AW. That's it. Yeah, I think wisdom is needed more than intelligence. But the two could be argued to be rather similar in a ways. Okay. Just like that. Now we need some diorite again. So diorite here and here. Quite a lot of diorite now. One below it. One to the side of it. And another one And then one there. And that's all the diorite, except... Need a pillar here. 1, 2, 3. Then we get on these blocks again. Okay, and then it's to there. Bone blocks go 1, 2, 1. 2. Around the corner we go. Oh yeah, there's another little diorite pillar here actually. Wisdom is from experience. Maybe. I think there are wisdoms you can learn from other people, right? I think one of the best wisdoms or foundation for wisdom is realizing one's own ignorance. And, yeah, acknowledging that we're more ignorant than we are knowledgeable. Okay. I need a bunch more of these up top. Right, I'm pretty sure I had a noise in my ear. Nope, I didn't actually. Oh, okay. Not just being willing to learn is the true form of wisdom. Not being able but willing. Yeah, I guess so. Part of it, isn't it? Oh yeah, let's put some diamonds back in there. How do you break the infinite hotel paradox? You bring it in a Karen who refuses to leave the room. Okay. I'm not into those generational slurs, let's call them. I don't think that's a healthy way to think about stuff in the world. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the other one, swing round, get the next bit done. And that I definitely heard a noise in the ear that time, okay? I'm not going mad. Or maybe I am. We'll soon find out if I'm going mad. I need to go get some diorite blocks again, I think. Oh, where am I at here? So... something don't look right. Oh, it's because that was a bone block, that's why. Okay. Right, swing round to the other side, and there's only one block missing. And it's there. Right, so I need to go grab some polished diorite and diorite stairs. Minimize. It's Queen Shazzy! With a donation saying, made you look. Dang it! You made me look. Oh, thank you for the donation. I appreciate the support. Yes, you made me look. So what avail, I'm not sure. Oh, I've got the thing on me, haven't I? Oh, I could have done that. Could have done that over there. Not the stair, but okay. I don't think Karen is really about a generation. I think it's about an attitude. It's just that attitude is stereotypically linked to a generation. Sure, sure, sure. It's just a little too tied up in all of that, I guess, for me. You know, again, I think it's too close to memes is probably the way to say it. I'm not a fan of memes as expressing ideas and stuff because they're just a little too open to interpretation and knowledge. They're not as articulate as other forms of expression. Okay, now I actually, it seems that when I was building this, I forgot to put these iron trapdoors everywhere. That isn't going to like fall into some item pickup thing, is it? Don't look like it. We're good, we're good. I feel like the Karen stereotype can move into sexism quite easily, says Calligraph for a fun. Yep, I think that too. I think that too. Again, it's the problem with the meme. It's like, everyone's got a different feeling of the meme, because memes aren't like, you know, hard communication. They're like soft communication. I don't know. Everyone's seen memes and stuff, right? People interpret them differently and think they mean different things, and that I do not think is a great way to build your worldview. Okay, I'm going to do that, then grab some glow lichen. And then I think we're pretty much done with this. Yeah, there might have been a little bit of glow lichen on the other builds, but... oh, there wasn't. I'm going to add some down here as well. Alright, so the next thing that we got to do is work with the other blocks in my inventory. Wow, so we need to clean out. And I think we had... Let me check. No, we didn't. I'm hearing ghost noises in my ears. That's what I'm hearing. When you guys have an Aunt Karen growing up who is also your godmother, it's like using slang when you were that demographic. You don't know Karens. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Kind of similar thing with emojis and communication. Yes, yes, it is. It's a pejorative, whether it's slang or a slur, it's meant to be taken negative. So it's best just not to use it, says Ven Affinity. Yeah, there you go. When is a Karen ever a positive thing to say? That for me, that just tells me what I need to know right there. That's why I'm uncomfortable with like the way it gets used, is because it is just an inherently negative thing, and then it's up to you to, I guess, extend where that negativity goes to, right? Some idea about a group of people or people from an era, like those ways of thinking, to me, are dangerous. I guess the diorite actually could go back in here. I should always, like, start with these first. People get the same kind of nonsense over being Twitch chat, lol. We're all someone's devil. Okay. Ah, Cosmic Draw says, my mum is named Karen, but she's the best person on the planet. Oh, that's so cute. That's sweet. That is sweet. I mean, it's up to interpretation. In a way, it's like art. Memes? Yeah, memes can be art, I guess, in a ways. Sven Finity, thank you ever so much for subscribing to the channel. Okay, someone is here. Do we have a customer? Do we have a customer? Yes, we have a customer. Well, hello there. Please excuse the mess. Renovations are taking place.
This place is a disaster.
It is. You've come at a bad time. Let me clean up quickly. Oh dear. Put all of this away.
Sweep the floors. Quick,
That's
quick,
it.
quick.
You saw nothing. Are you here to sign up?
Well, I'm here to learn.
Ah, okay. Any questions?
What is it?
Far away. What is it?
Yeah, introduce it, Xisuma. What do we have here?
Oh my god, I'm dealing with a messy inventory. 1 second. Yeah, that'll do. Bam. Okay, hi.
Hello.
Hi, I'm here to incentivize sales across the server by rewarding hermits with shiny trophies. You can see previews of them over here. Uh-huh. Don't you want to get your hands on some of these?
Yeah, the bar seems to be a bit high, Xisuma. You know, my permits are not that good.
Well, I don't know what to say because someone's already, like, approaching 1,000.
I believe that. However, I'm selling coral.
Ah. Yeah, that's a hard sale, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's selling. It's just a bit slow. I'm not at this one yet. Definitely not.
I see. I can understand the lack of motivation, but I would say go for it. Like, get one. Try and get the first one. Hustle.
Basically, I sign up, and then how do I get one? What do I do then?
Okay, so it works on an honor system. Like, I trust all the hermits to count. So, you know, when you get to 100, you can come over here and you can buy your first trophy from this box.
We have to know how to count? Xisuma, I don't know if I can count that high.
Yeah, that's, you know, you've only got 10 fingers, 10 digits.
I know.
You'll have to invest in a calculator, I think.
Probably.
So yeah, if you do reach further goals, which might be tricky with coral blocks, but you then use the mail system and like you send me in your request and then I send you back the next trophy.
Oh, you send the trophy?
That's right, through the post, which is just exciting.
So do I have to send you like the 100 diamonds for you to count?
No. You just you send me 10 diamonds. Each trophy costs 10 diamonds. This is a business. And
where's your permit? Hold on.
Well, here's the thing about having a permit. The office is never open, and they don't seem to be bothered. I've had no letters of complaint. You know.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm just rocking and rolling here.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
So yeah, if you got any questions, I'm in the area. Oh, I have a question for Efo as it goes.
I like it. I want to sign up. How do I sign up?
He's coming through the ceiling, did he?
I have a question for you, actually, as well, Xisuma.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
You're interrupting my Xisuma time, Ethan.
Sorry. I'll wait.
This is my Xisuma time. I get very little Xisuma time. No, it's okay. You can come back. I miss you already.
He's gone. You scared him off.
I'm trying to diagnose the mail problems.
Yes.
So you sent a package to Cleo.
That's right, yeah. Okay, should we go around to the little thing here just so I can confirm?
Sure.
So like the space
Gem,
next
your
to the
mailbox
dropper.
is working okay?
Mm-hmm.
I put the
so
shulker box there, right next to the dropper. Yeah. Put a postage stamp in the dropper. Press the button up top. Yep, to Cleo. I didn't rename it or anything like that. I just pressed the button, the box disappeared, and you know, that was it.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. What did you send? Do you know?
I sent her trophies.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be a white box with 3 trophies in. I am wondering, is there like a slim chance that the shulker could land on the edge here, and maybe I just walked away from it too quick and didn't notice?
I found a grass block in there, and I think maybe I dropped something in a hopper somewhere, and it got that instead of your box.
Oh, is the box gone?
I'm looking for it.
All right, it might be a lot of work.
In other words, it's gone.
Sounds like it's gone. Definitely sounds like it's
take
gone.
it up with Postmaster Pearl. You know, she's very good at.
So it's gone.
So how does insurance work here? Like, where do I put in my claim for damages and losses in the mail system?
Postmaster Pearl knows all the answers to those questions. I'm just a humble engineer.
I see.
Humble? Where?
All right, thank you. Sorry for interrupting.
It's quite all right. Oh. Yes, I sent trophies earlier. They didn't arrive. Hopefully that problem will be solved in the future.
Oh dear. Well, I've been keeping track of my diamonds actually, so I'm gonna participate. This sounds cool.
Awesome, cool. Right, I'm gonna get back to doing my building. Thanks for coming by and checking it out.
You go for it. Sorry for making you clean up.
No problem. Oh, I can hop out through the secret entrance, can't I? This would be a great spot to like turn up and be like, "Whoa, hello."
Stinky Canadian, what?
Sorry.
Oh, they do.
We're in the middle of something.
Why? You don't have to be. I'm not. It's fine.
Okay, we're about to do some building just there. This, by the way, we had a little brainstorm on stream about what we're doing, like, right here. And I don't know. I didn't vibe with it when I went into creative mode to try and figure out the build. So now we're doing something quite different with this space. But I think it's going to turn out for the better. Okay, so we got to put in these blocks.
Sucks for horses.
There's like a million car parks.
Yeah, but no path.
That's true.
How am I supposed to go home, Ethan?
Let's just listen
I
to
can
them
only
for a
arrive.
minute.
I can't.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, cheers, somebody's coming in from Psychic Novice. I started playing with Java Redstone coming from Bedrock. On Bedrock, EFO hopper clocks work with regular pistons, but Java uses sticky pistons. I can't figure out why it won't work on Java. I can explain that to you.
Came over here to talk to Xisuma about his sales thing, because I'm going to participate
I think this goes up 1 block higher.
Shopping episode, Etho.
Very cool.
Yeah, it goes across like this. I can explain.
Mail stuff.
So it's the way, I believe it's the way in which the
Life.
pistons get
Yep,
updated.
yep. They'll get done one day.
My mailbox is working. I've used it
Okay.
a bunch.
It's
Good,
it's
good,
tricky while other people are talking. Here we go. Am I in the right spot? I'm pretty sure I'm in the right spot. So it's the way in which they get updated means that the sticky piston gets an update and pulls the block back. Bedrock updates things and works on a different tick system, so it just works with regular pistons. I hope I'm getting that right though. On Java, you can actually use an EFO hopper clock with regular pistons, but then it functions differently. You have to interact with it in a different way. I was going to chop down this tree, but I might actually leave it there. Okay, I'm going to have to refer to the other world again. Chapter Corey, thank you for 44 months, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Again, Psychic Novice, thank you for those cheers and biddies. Let's check out this other world. I have to make 1, 2... hang on a second. No, I might mess up if I don't do this properly. Tell EFO he should start streaming. He should ask you if he has any questions about streaming raiding commands. You're a really great streamer and it'd be a perfect teacher for him. I'll tell him that. I'll go, EFO, you should start streaming. Ask me questions. I'm a really great streamer. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm also going to switch to sitting for a little bit. By the way, 2,500 of y'all that tuned in. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me today. It is appreciated, and I would love it if you have not heard of my music before to take the time to go check out Soulside Eclipse. You can find it on YouTube, you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music. There's a full album, there's a bunch of other songs and cool stuff to check out as well. Some of you are sick of me talking about it. I'm going to keep plugging it and bringing people over to check it out. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for putting up with me. I think EFO streamed in the past. Like, because someone doesn't stream doesn't mean that they don't know how to, right? Like, he probably just doesn't want to stream. So, you know, I'm not going to tell EFO to stream. Right, over here then. I guess we'll put that there. What genre of music? Says Onyx Dragon. My album is in symphonic black metal, which I must say, like, it is a lot more lighter and melodic than you might expect. It's kind of more symphonic metal that ventures into a dark place across the duration of the record. But I always say symphonic black metal because that has been my absolute like obsession and inspiration for pretty much all of the music on that. Like it always started from some of these sounds. Like I go back and listen to some like Arcturus records and Dimmu Borgir, and like I'm just so fascinated with those records that it really inspired so much of that music. Did you listen to the new Flesh God Apocalypse song that came out a couple of weeks ago? I did not, but I have been quite impressed with some of their records. And I currently don't really have a lot on my album list. I've got like one record to maybe write about when I get a little bit of time, and then it's kind of like blank slate. Okay, now I get to do the counting. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these pillars, and then we place a heck of a lot of blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can kind of now see that some of these trees need a chopper. This tree need a chopper. Okay, I'm gonna go sort out my ender chest, by the way, because I just remembered how quickly I tried to sort that out. I thought you said Flesh Pod? No, Flesh God Apocalypse. Did I actually put them? I think I actually managed to shuffle them in correctly. Oh, okay, that's good. That's some reflex right there. That's some just natural reflex going on. Get to the chopper. Yeah, get to the chopper. Get to the chopper, mate. Do you read much? Do you have favourite writers? I listen to books more than I read. Music's my thing. Music's my thing for talking about favourites and all that kind of stuff. Love movies as well. I watched 28 Days Later. Rewatched that again. I kind of forgot, like, you remember the plot and some of the beats and some of the scenes, but I kind of forgot about the soundtrack. It has a really interesting sort of like dramatic post-rock soundtrack where a lot of the time the movie just kind of like lingers on the music and lets it play without a lot of dialogue. And I don't know, it just felt really unique. It kind of felt like I can't recall a lot of other movies doing it quite like that. 28 weeks next. 28 weeks, no, I'm not going to watch that one again. But I watched 28 Days because they're going to make 28 months later with Cillian Murphy again. Although if they did 28 years later, like when was that movie released? It'd probably look about the right age with a bit of makeup, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the Sandra Bullock movie? No, Sandra Bullock is not in this movie. It also, the movie really kind of feels quite low budget and indie watching it again. I like some of the camera angles. They use a lot of Dutch camera angles and like slanted sort of shots. Okay, there's actually a part of this back here that I haven't really figured out what I want it to be yet, so I'm not going to actually put it into place. But from here we go a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3. Another gap of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then there's a gap of 3 again. That don't seem right. Then a gap of 2 apparently. That is kind of near the middle, so we'll roll with it. Here, and then 1. So you can see what trees we need to chop down. This one, that one. Same Day, 1 Year, good movie. Don't think I've seen that one. Oh, was it 28 Months with Cillian Murphy? Don't know why I thought it was 28 years. Yeah, 28 Months is apparently going to have Cillian Murphy. 28 Weeks didn't. I think is his name Robert Carlyle or something? It had another British actor in there. Not sure what I'm doing anymore here. I'm trying to keep some of the trees so I don't have to replant them again. Or is this one in the way? Oh, this one's in the way. This one can go as well. Oh, I don't think I need my other game running anymore. So, I'll tell you what, I'll leave it running just in case. Magma Maloon, thank you ever so much for the Prime. 2 months of support right there. Much appreciated. Hope you're entertained and enjoying the stream as we hang out together doing Hermitcraft things. Yeah, I think this one needs to go. I love your music so much I showed my friends too. Oh, awesome. Thank you for doing that. That's so kind of you. Sharing is caring, right? Not quite the same context for what that means, but I guess I'm just saying I appreciate it. Okay, I'm out of those other ones. I need more of those stone blocks. I honestly didn't know you do music. That's quite alright. It's quite alright. I do a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, I guess the other supplies are like in here already. There they are. Well, I'm going to leave that up here. And start to chuck some of these things away. Gonna need all of that now. Oh, and I need more of these. There we are. Right. Go place them. Hot Tub Harry, thank you for gifting a sub to Hermit Vile. Appreciate you gifting the sub. Thank you, my dude. Very kind of you. Do you know the band Cynic? I love their album Focus. Yeah, I do. I listened to that album a lot when I was a kid. That was one of those crazy proggy death metal records that Like, not a lot of other bands doing stuff like that. I found them because of the song Eurobonic Forms, and it was when I was, like, downloading songs off of Napster, and someone had labeled it as a Dimmu Borgir song. And, like, at that age, I hadn't, like, listened to enough music to, like, tell them apart, really. And I just thought it was some, like, obscure demo or something they did. And then I realised this isn't them, it's some other band, and figured out they were called Cynic. Yorkshire Tea, thank you ever so much for the Amazon Prime subscription. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Do you have any other jobs than YouTube and Twitch? I got asked that like earlier in the stream. No, this is what I do. Is that right? Wait. Oh, because of that. I looked at that and I thought, did I just like autopilot a bunch of blocks that just absolutely did not need to be here? No, it's because it's part of that. I see, I see. You know those moments where like something, for some reason, I'm not even sure I was reminded of the dream that I had last night. But all of a sudden popped into my head and it was quite a distressing one. And I'm like, oh, thanks, I guess. Anyway, let's go around to the other side. Right, here you can see this tree being a bit of a problem. But hopefully not too much of a problem. Bit random, but do I listen to other subcategories of metal? I don't think that's random, but yeah, of course. Love a bit of Viking metal. I really want to learn to play Fine Day to Die by Bathory on guitar. I looked at that tab for that again the other day. Like, when I was young, I used to try and play it, and it was just way too out of my ability range. It's just got this, like, one riff where you have to just move your hands so quickly. If I could just get that down, I could play the whole song. And that is one heck of a song. One heck of a song. That is a riding into Valhalla kind of moment in music. It is awesome. I zoned out and suddenly it's about extreme metal. I mean, that's an Xisuma stream for you. You know I love my metal. Sick, says David Frenar. Sick, man. Oh. What are we building today? We're building up the sales shop. Tayson, thank you for gifting a sub to Grezzo. Very kind of you to gift the sub. Pitta123 here for 7 months. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Metal and horror are my two favourite things, and they pair together nicely. Yeah, I guess they do, don't they? I used to love horror movies some years back, but pretty much exhausted watching them, you know. It's like maybe once every 3 or 4 years a good horror movie might come along again. That's what it feels like now. So you might see where we're going with this. I decided that we need a really big room to display stuff. Can you do an American accent? I mean, I can, but like I don't like doing accents on demand. Like, I immediately become quite self-conscious and find it difficult to relax, whereas, you know, if you're with friends or like goofing around or whatever, like in a different environment, sure. But otherwise, as soon as if it's not just naturally reflexive, I don't like doing it. HHHHHHCKR, thank you ever so much for subscribing. Thank you, my dude. I grew up listening to the Insane Clown Posse because I live near Detroit. I like the Insane Clown Posse. I like some of the older records more. Very kind of, I don't know, teenage, angsty, juvenile sort of stuff, but I still love it. Like, especially the ones that I heard when I was young. These days, I don't really... Like, hard to get into the newer stuff, or like stuff you're not really familiar with, but some of those ones I used to listen to back in the day, love them. And HCKR is gifting subs. Much appreciated, my dude. 5 of them coming in. Betty Baghdadi, Cadence of Cade, Road Wiz, Cameron the Quickest, Anonymous Jeffrey. You all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thank you in the chat. We always appreciate that, of course. I honestly didn't take me as a rock and metal person. I'm not a rock and metal person. I'm like a metal and extreme metal person. Big on metal. Oh, and oh man, I'm gonna play some guitar again after the stream today. What was I learning the other day? We've grown into a monster, something like that. I mean, that's me trying to sing the screaming. Is that Strength Beyond Strength? That is an absolute fun song to play on guitar. Super fun song. Pantera songs, though, like Daryl Dimebag being such an incredible guitarist, they always just have this feeling of like there's more depth in the song. Like whenever he does a bend, like all the little notes, the way he plays it, it feels like there's like multiple levels of depth to like getting it to really sound and feel like Pantera. Like even a power chord doesn't quite sound like a Daryl Dimebag power chord. Such a good song. Okay. Oh my goodness me! Got more gifted subs coming in. Sweet Potato Pie, thank you for the prime. And HHHHHCKR, thank you for gifting subs to Mocha Vibes. The Finer Things, Sir Munzo, Damien, Stellam, and Crystal Cat. More gifted subs, goodness me. Thank you for your generosity. I'm sure the peeps will be saying thank you. I'm now remembering where the thing is. It's here. We're not out, are we? Nope. There's more in this one, and there's more in that one. Good, good, good. Because we're missing some stuff here, aren't we? Would you ever play an instrumental stream? I have done in the past, but I don't think I will again. I definitely wouldn't write on stream. Like, that's what I tried to do before. That kind of creativity is not, I think, for doing in front of an audience. Do I listen to Sabaton and other power metal bands? I like Sabaton, but not much. Power metal's one of those genres that doesn't quite do it for me. Would you ever try to learn a new instrument? Absolutely, yeah. I'm quite tempted to get a bass guitar. Although that's basically a guitar again, but... Do you listen to Steel Panther? No, actually, I really don't like those that band much. I saw them live and I just didn't like their attitude. Very skeezy kind of stuff. Have I heard of Sleep Token? Yes, I have. I like them, but I tend to be more impressed with the singer and the sort of pop aspect of their music than the metal. Okay, and then we've got a hole over there to patch up, by the looks of it. Let's grab an ender pearl to get up there. Cat Girls Me loves the Hermitcraft streams. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Thanks for saying. Right. Cool. So now, now we've got this big grey box attached to the back of it. I think I managed to do this in a way where it's not too much of an eyesore, but I think we're going to need a couple of these big trees around here to hide it a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a spot for putting a crazy amount of detail or anything. Also, like, maybe some parts of this might get some details and stuff along the way, but For the most part, I think we got it. I think we got like a good thing going on. And if we pop down here to the inside, you'll see. Look at this. Oh, I've got to get through there. Now we've got a real big space to put the leaderboard in, and that's why I've renovated the space, I guess you could say. Now, some of these, most of these, let's put my ender chest in there. I think I need to leave some of these supplies down here. Yeah. That's most of it, isn't it? Right, and chuck that in there. Are you much of a festival person? What do you think of download? I went to download for like 10 years in a row. I've been to loads of downloads. I absolutely love it, but I've fallen out of the habit of going. And to be fair, some of the lineups haven't been too great. Why is it a secret room? It's not going to be a secret room. It just is for now. Like, you know, this will be a grand opening eventually. I joined 6 years ago for the Hermitcraft stream. I stayed for the sass, says Lucky Tiger Kitten. And we haven't had too much sass today, have we? I guess. My friends, I'm going to wrap up my stream here. It's been a really good one. Because I've got, like, everything perfectly done that I needed to get done. I love doing these little jobs and hanging out with you. But I've got to crack on with more recording and stuff for the episodes. We will go look for someone to raid on Twitch, of course. Hypno is doing some Hermitcraft. Do you know what? There's a tradition that I'm trying to get into. But I think he's in... Did I see he was in the Nether? Sort of half paid attention there. Hey, the Gyron! Thank you so much for subscribing, my dude. Appreciate it. Ah, okay. Let's keep it simple then today. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go take a break, play some guitar, do some other stuff. Heaps, I hope you've been entertained by today's stream. Thank you for watching. I'm going to send you over to Hypno. And you can enjoy some more Hermitcraft with him. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.